Hey guys, this is Jamie coming at you live from Arizona. I am live on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. All at the same time, because that's what I do. Oh, I know if you've been watching my stories, y'all pretty much know that day was interesting day. That it was. So don't worry, honey, you can walk by without being in the camera.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I lied. The only people that saw you were TikTok. I thought I fixed that. Let me work on this a little bit better. Okay, they just saw him walking away. Anyway, my son. Anybody else have a 13-year-old? Help me, people. Help me. Help me. Help me. Tell me you understand. Tell me I'm not the only one. If you're catching me live, comment and say something below so I know that you're here. Say, hey, girl, hey. And if you're catching me on the replay, let me know that you did and that you missed me because I missed you too. So, today, all right, I have a Monday through Friday Zoom meeting that I attend and in the morning. It starts at 7:30 a.m. My son is usually heading out the door about 7:40. So, I'm online and on the meeting, doing my work, head down on my phone. Zoom's on the Chromebook. I have my head down. Something just was like, what's different? Something seems different. I look up at the clock. Where's Jerry? Did Jerry leave? I don't know. I wouldn't have seen him. I'm sitting right by the door. I'd know if he was gone, right? I know if my son left the house. Of course I would. And then I'm like, oh, he's oversleeping. Jeff and I noticed last night he was living on his cell phone. Came up for air to feed the dogs. Then when he finished feeding the dogs, he didn't put the food away. Then took one of the dogs out for a walk after we reminded him Chocolate has to go walking after she eats. Oh, yeah. Then he didn't put the food away after he fed the dogs. Like, when you gonna put the food away, dude? Oh, yeah. On the phone, head down, on the phone. Night's over. He plugs his cell phone in our room to the charger. And then, after that, I go check in his room. I forget what I knocked on the door for. I forget. Anyway, I knocked on his bedroom door. He's on the bed watching TV. I said, make sure you got the TV timer set. Because, you know, when the timer is set, I'm trying to push this button and it's not letting me. Okay. No, don't go away. When the timer's set on the TV, he can watch it for 30 minutes, but it'll eventually cut itself off, so I don't have to worry about him falling asleep with the TV on. So that's kind of like a thing that we do. So here he is, laying in bed, wide awake, watching the TV, which we all know, if you're on your phone, the light from the phone, whatever, translucent, whatever that stuff's called, it makes you stay awake more because you have that, what's it called? The stimulation. You have the stimulation, right? So I'm thinking he's going to be up a while. But, you know, if he's late, it's on him. So I remembered that, right? So I go in, he's watching TV, all wide awake. I said, don't forget, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, I did that. Okay, go to bed. So this morning, I'm like, where is he? What's going on? Why is he running behind? Or what's going on? He comes normally, like I said, he leaves at 7:40. He comes strolling out of his bedroom at 8:15 to get in the shower. So my meeting's done at like 8:10. I'm wrapping up stuff, still working a little bit. And I see his bedroom door open. I lean over and I kind of look at him. He's just like, oh, walks into the bathroom. I'm like thinking to myself, dude, school gates close at 8:10. It is, no, it's like they close at 8:50. 7:50, I'll be all right. 7:50. You're walking in the shower at 8:15. Why even bother? Just throw something on, grab your bike, and head to school, right? Showers 15 minutes, takes his time, comes out. Can you take me to school? I'm gonna be late. I'm so sorry. I can't even keep a straight face. give you a ride to school. Why are you late? My alarm. I don't even know if he said my alarm didn't go off or I didn't hear my alarm. I don't know what he said because it really didn't matter anyway. I said, I'll tell you what. You ready to walk out the door now? He goes, yeah. I said, why don't you go check your alarm and fix it right now so that you have it set for tomorrow so I don't have to hear this tomorrow. He goes in the room. He's mumbled something about his alarm being set for the wrong... Or no, he said his alarm is set for 6 a.m. I said, well, I don't know why, because you ain't never got up at 6 a.m. Alarm's supposed to be set for 7 a.m. I said, you fix it? Yeah. Okay. I said, listen, I got other stuff going on here. I got another meeting online. I'm working. I cannot take you to school. You have to deal with that yourself. I said, I'll text them and or call or whatever and let them know that you're late, but that's not my fault. There's nothing I did to make you late. Well, I'm just going to go and... I said, well, you have to go in the office. Don't you have to tell them when you get there in the office? Yeah. Like, he's just so disgusted. I'm like, well, who? Yourself? Because ain't nothing I did. Why are you upset? But it's okay. It's all good. So anyway, that was that. That was the morning. That was just the morning. Yep. Saw him at school. This kid couldn't get a break. Evidently, when I went online to pay for the school's lunches for the whole month of January, when it came to this week, I paid for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, she said. And I'm like, that's odd because I knew they had Monday off because of Martin Luther King. So I would have skipped Monday, but why did I skip Tuesday? God knew. So there was no food there. Luckily, this poor kid could not catch a break. Luckily, there were 3 students that were out. So what they tell us to do, when there's somebody out, just give them one of their meals. I said, oh, okay. So that's what we did. We gave him a meal from another student that was out. I'm like, yes, I'm lunch lady on Tuesdays. I volunteer at his school. I'm so happy to do that. I like it. It's fun. I enjoy it. We had a good time. But yeah, so that's what I did. And yeah, I'm like, there's no food here for you. And I'm going through the other kids' lists, when he came up to the window. I said, give me a minute. They don't have your meal. What? It's late to school by an hour. No meal. Oh, all he needed was to gig around it when he came home. He would have had a trifecta of a day, right? This poor child. He did not have a good day. Hey, Mary. How you doing? Mary over on Facebook. Hello, TikTok. Hello, hello, hello. Anybody coming to say hey to me? I love when you guys send me the hearts. I appreciate them so much. Let's get some people in this group over here. And hi, Instagram. Hey, what's up, Joe? How you doing? Like, yeah, my son had the day of days today. So, yeah, I don't know about you guys, but when my son oversleeps, he's 13 years old. Blessed by the best. That's right, Mary. That's right. When he oversleeps for school, I like to have him suffer his natural consequences. So he learns something from that. Otherwise, he's not going to figure out that, not being responsible and setting your clock in the morning and getting your alarm, yourself organized beforehand is going to help him when he's 25. I don't want this experience to be his first time when he's 25 years old and it's the first day of work and he's going to get fired because no one ever told him about being responsible and getting things organized the day before. You know what I mean? So that's what I just like to do. Hello, how you doing? Oh, you want me to say your name? Hi, RJ. How you doing? Over on TikTok. How about you give me some more love hearts? I'll give you some more shout outs there. Oh, thank you, Joe. Joe said over on Instagram that I'm a good mom. I appreciate you. Thank you. Well, we do what we can, I know that for me, thank you for the love hearts on Facebook, by the way. For me, when I was growing up, I had a mom who was amazing, and she was basically a single mother trying to raise us on her own. And my dad was in the house, but he wasn't really in the house, if you know what I mean. So when he did leave, I was in 8th grade, so she pretty much This dog's chocolate. Keep it down. Shh. It's probably one of my UPS delivery. Chocolate. Shh. Now you get the shadow all riled up. This is what happens when you go live. This is real life, people. Real life, I tell you. But yeah, so what ends up happening is, for me, I'm putting my finger in the way. For me, when I was growing up, like I said, my mom did a lot, but unfortunately, I think she did too much. She was kind of an enabler, I hate to say it because I love her to death. She's amazing. I was amazing. She died in 1991. And what happened was after she died, the first time I had to go grocery shopping by myself, I lost my mind in the grocery store. I'm like, I don't know how to do any of this stuff. I struggled because she did everything for me. The first time I had to do my own laundry. She used to fold my clothes. I was going to college full time. I had a full-time job and I had a part-time job. And so when I moved out and had my own place, she would go to church near where I lived. So the church was closer to my place than hers. So she would come there at my house. Like she'd go to the morning service, come back to my place and hang out while I was working. And then she would go back to church. So her and a friend of hers would sometimes grab something to eat and come over to my place to eat. Well, while she was there, she'd fold my clothes. Maybe she'd run to the grocery store and get some groceries, put them in the fridge and stock them. That's all great, and I love it. Loved it, because I was going to college. She just wanted me to focus on school, don't worry about it. The problem is, I didn't know how to do any of that stuff for myself. So if you didn't teach me how to do it, and you're doing it for me, I'm not learning anything. You're not teaching me to fish. You know what I mean? So when she died, I was clueless. I didn't budget, pay bills, organize. I knew my colors because she was great at teaching me how to do that. So when it came to organizing what the house looked like, and the colors and organization. So there's a lot of growing up I did. She died when I was 33 years old. 33? 30? I forget now. That's terrible. But anyway, I was in my 30s, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I was in my 30s. I think I was 31. Yeah. Because I had been clean. I got clean in 1989. And May 11th, 1989 is my clean date. So I had 3 years clean when she died. So I still hadn't learned much from her. You know what I mean? I watched her cook a little bit. So I learned a little bit about cooking. But yeah, I was clueless. I was totally clueless. So I just don't want to do that to my son because I know what it was like for me. Oh, Mary. She says she remembers my mom over on Facebook. Yeah, she was a lady. But see, we don't realize the impact until after we're gone, So her intentions were very well, She raised me with morals and values. That's the important stuff. I'll be honest with you. It was a struggle with the day-to-day stuff, but she raised me with the morals and the values and the beliefs in the Lord and things like that were most important. So God knew she had to be removed because I wouldn't have grown. We look back and I can say, oh, okay, I see why she was removed. I was devastated when it happened, but I understand it now. You know what I mean? So, and I remember being so angry at the Lord. Like, you left me with an alcoholic father that doesn't love me and has no emotions, and you took away the saint out of my life. What kind of God are you? Oh, the things I've said. Lightning did not strike. I'm still here. And, yeah. Now I understand. Now I know. But, yeah, my father was not a Christian at the time. I do believe he gave his heart to the Lord before he passed away. I had spoken with him and asked him to, give his life to the Lord and say the sinner's prayer. But my mom, if he'd have died first, he would have went straight to hell. I already know. So God saved his soul, so he had to stay around a little bit longer. We knew where my mom was going, So I understand. I understand now, but it was really hard then. So I say all that to say, circle back around. When you're teaching children, what are you teaching your children? what are they going to be able to do with what they're learning from you? What are they going to be able, how's that going to help them in the future? How's that going to help them when they're older? So I now know, I would like to think this is probably, how many times has Jerry overslept like that? Maybe twice? Has Jerry overslept like that with the alarm for school?
I think only twice.
Yeah. So it's been 2 times in 3 years that we've had him that this has happened. So I would like to think that that experience is going to stay with him, and he is not going to have that experience. We're planting seeds here. We're planting seeds so that down the road, it's all going to make sense, and he's going to be able to reap that harvest. And part of that is going to be, hopefully he sets his alarm when it comes to time, when he's getting his own job, he's got his own car, he's got his own place. These things are going to stick with him, so that's the plan, Stan. So I never want to remove their natural consequences from them, because that's giving him the chance to not learn from that experience. Hopefully that makes sense, guys. Oh, yes, Mary, she really did love the Lord. Yes, she did. My mom was amazing. I learned so much from her. But, yeah, so I like to think, like I said, that's the plan. We're just trying to plant some seeds, and hopefully, and it happens with the foster kids that we've had. We were foster parents for 6 years. So the other foster children that we had in this home, we've been able to have them come back and talk to us and tell us about how much it really meant to us, about what they learned, and how they've grown, and how it was helpful for them. And I'm like, wow, how many people don't get that, because foster kids bounce around a lot, or they go off on their own after they age out of the system, and you're like, oh, I wonder what happened to so-and-so. So we were blessed to still have their other siblings in our life, and so they did come back and talk to us and tell us, you know what, I hated foster care, but I was glad I was here. And I'm like, oh, man, I cried like a 2-year-old. It was a good feeling. Definitely a good feeling. Well, you guys have a blessed Tuesday evening, even though my son thinks it's Monday. Oh, he thought it was Monday, by the way. I didn't explain that. Mondays, he has a late start. And he knew he was off yesterday, which was Monday, for Martin Luther King's birthday. But for some strange reason, when he woke up, he thought it still was Monday. Or when he went to bed, he thought it was Monday. So he didn't worry about the alarm. Who knows? Either way, homeboy was late. All right, you guys take care and make it a blessed day. Blessings to you too, Mary, over there on Facebook. I have to look at these stamps. Everything's already labeled, Jamie. You don't even have to think. Bye, Instagram. Take care. Have a blessed night. And goodbye, everybody on TikTok. You guys take care. Love ya. And goodbye, everybody here on Facebook. Take care and make it a blessed evening.